This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the basketball court for live play-by-play coverage of the Snow Badgers on KMTI.
And a good afternoon and welcome to the College of the Southern Idaho and the Region 18 men's basketball tournament, the semifinals, as the Salt Lake Community College Bruins will take on USU-Eastern, the Eagles, as the Eagles were victorious yesterday over the Spartans, and they advanced to take on this Bruins team. And a good matchup here. I think the Bruins, they've got to be the favorite. They were undefeated, one of the first teams in several years to go through the Scenic West Athletic Conference without a loss. They did have some close games. One of the closest was with Snow College, and that was a 1-point win down in Ephraim just a few weeks ago. But this USU Eastern team has some talent as well.
Yeah, I would say don't sleep on the Eagles. And these two teams visited Ephraim in a preseason tournament, and we saw these two teams play against each other and kind of some surprising performances there. Obviously, that was a couple of months ago, so a lot has changed since then. And Salt Lake finishing the regular season undefeated. There's some of an intimidation factor that goes into a game like this, but I don't think Utah State Eastern is really worried about it. They had a kind of an off game yesterday against the Spartans. The Spartans almost pulled off the upset there, but Utah State Eastern kind of held out in the last couple of seconds. So if they're able to tweak a couple of things, this could be a lot closer game than you'd expect. Right,
and a lot of it's going to depend on how the teams shuffle there as far as Utah State Eastern. They've got some three-point shooters. Peyton Falsleff, Christian Hafner, even Wojtek Rusek can hit the three when he takes the shot. They've got some athletes that can penetrate. I think they can cause some problems for Salt Lake, but Salt Lake's a very confident team and very talented. Probably the deepest team that I've seen in the Scenic West in quite a while, and I know I've talked to you quite a bit about this, but the last 5 players off this Salt Lake team can come in and they could hang with about anybody in the Scenic West.
Yeah, that bench 5 could probably start for almost every team in this conference, and so that depth is definitely something that will help them gain the upper advantage.
So we're getting ready for the tip-off here. We'll have the starting lineups for these two teams. We'll begin with USU Eastern and have the starting lineups for that team. They are under the direction of Ray Jones Jr. I went down to get the starting lineups, and I couldn't find Ray anywhere. I don't know if he was gone to attend a mass somewhere to get a little extra inspiration for this game or what was happening. But, in fact,
he's dressed like it.
I asked a couple of people down at the table, too, where's Ray? Where's Ray? And nobody could find Ray. But we were able to get the starting lineups here. So this is the number 4 seed USU Eastern Eagles against the number 1 seed Bruins of Salt Lake Community College. Okay, they just announced we will not have a national anthem, so we're getting ready for the starting lineups. So here we go with USU Eastern Eagles. They will go with number 5 from Snellville, Georgia, the 6'5" freshman Teron Thompson. And from Petal, Mississippi, 6'3" freshman Donoval Avila Jr. From Idaho Falls, number 24, the 6'3" redshirt freshman Dylan Sorensen. The 6'8" sophomore from the Czech Republic, Wojtek Rusek. And number 44, the 6'8" redshirt freshman from Franca, Brazil, Gabriel Oliveira, will get the start for the Eagles of USU Eastern. And I'll turn this over to you for the starting lineup for the Bruins of Salt Lake Community College.
You look at, I'm not sure how old Ray Jones Jr. is, but he's got to be one of the younger coaches in this league, and you can tell that definitely has an effect on his relationship with his teams. So for the Bruins out of Salt Lake, starting at guard, the 6'6" sophomore Asa McCord wearing number 0. Asa McCord, a sharpshooter for the Bruins. From Little Rock, Arkansas, the freshman guard at 6 foot and player of the year, Justice Hill wearing number 3. At the other guard, wearing number 4, 6-foot sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, Christian Papula. Out of American Fork, Utah, freshman 6'5", wearing number 11, Spencer Johnson. And the 6'8" freshman forward from Orange, Australia, number 32, Matt Gray. And they're coached by head coach Kyle Taylor, as well as Brian Swindlehurst, that assistant coach. Spencer Johnson, the rumor on the street is, we haven't actually ever been able to talk to him about this, but kind of the rumor floating around is that he has committed to play at Brigham Young University next season. So part of the excitement of a tournament like this is the opportunity for some of these players to showcase their talents in front of some Division I as well as Division II coaches.
And there are a lot of them here for this game. That's very common for the Scenic West, probably a little bit more common when there were more teams in this conference. Those that have just joined, North Idaho used to be in this conference, Treasure Valley Community College out of Ontario, Oregon, and probably the bigger schools, Utah Valley, when it was Utah Valley State College, and then Utah Valley University was in this conference, and Dixie, and then went to Dixie State. Penetration by Asa McCord, misses the shot.
You start to think maybe if they don't get their players recruited, they can just turn themselves into a Division I program, right?
Shot off the mark by Teron Thompson, and the rebound Justice Hill. And Hill pushes it up the court, and the Bruins will set up the offense once again. Hill launches the long shot way off the mark, but the rebound comes down to Matt Gray. Now to Johnson.
It's a good job from Wojtek Ruzek getting the hand on that pass. It's a long stretch.
Nice move by Donoval Avila with the Euro step, and gets to the hoop and lays it in. And we've finally broken the ice here. It took almost a minute, but 2-0 Utah State on top by 2. Johnson elevates and shoots the 3, and Spencer Johnson gets the Bruins on the board. And just like that, the Bruins up by 1, 3-2. Sorensen, who had a good game yesterday. Dylan Sorensen had 13 in yesterday's matchup. Didn't look for the shot there. Asa McCord to Johnson, back to Asa, out of the corner for 3. In and out. Asa McCord, probably one of the best all-around players on this Bruin team. He can rebound, he can handle the ball, he can play defense, he can shoot the 3, he can post up. You name it, he can do it.
He's a good guy, too, off the court. We've had the opportunity to speak with him a little bit, and just always has a smile on his face.
Donoval Avila hits a 3, and the Eagles up by 2 now, 5-3. And Avila has all 5 of the Eagles' points. Justice Hill cut off inside, and now an incidental contact, but going down to the ground is Asa McCord. They call the foul, and it's going to be on Wojtek Rusek, his first, and the first team foul. Trying to figure out what. They stopped play for a moment, but now we're back. Justice Hill, Player of the Year of the Scenic West Athletic Conference for the Bruins. Inside Matt Gray, that's way too easy. Two-hand slam.
Bread and butter right there. I mean, feed Gray, and he's going to slam it home every single time.
Right in front of the rim, and no Eagles around to play defense. Penetration by Avila. He loses it out of bounds and turns it over to the Bruins. Down quickly. Avila tries to knock it away, and now they're going to call a foul on Christian Papula, I believe, is going to get the foul. His first. And the first team foul on the Bruins.
I guess they just thought that he came a little too high over the top of Donovan Avila Jr. Kind of the shove in the back there.
So Utah State with the ball. We're tied at 5. Teron Thompson out behind the three-point line. Now over to Rusek. Rusek penetrates and gives it to Sorensen. Sorensen misses the three, and the rebound, Justice Hill.
A little bit surprised that these two teams couldn't pick two more different jerseys to wear. These are a little bit confusing.
They are pretty close.
The dark gray and the blue there. I heard the conversation between head coach of the Snow College Badgers, Rob Nielsen, talking with one of the referees and said, I hope you're not colorblind because it might be a little hard to call the game tonight.
Asa McCord with the last three-point shot. Puts the Bruins up by 3, 8-5. Rusek out of the corner for three, and he hits it. Wojtek Rusek has his first points.
And you talked about that before the game started. He's not afraid to shoot from the outside. Usually is down low, crashing the boards, but showed his shooting abilities there.
Inside Gray. And going to the ground is Avila, I believe. And they're going to say he was inside the circle. So they're going to call the foul on Donoval Avila, his first.
Yeah, just right inside there you saw in the replay. Just a couple inches inside that circle.
So Matt Gray gets the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line, a chance for the old-fashioned three. And hard off the back of the iron, but jumps straight in the air and then takes a look and goes down through. So Matt Gray with the three-point play, and it's a three-point lead for the Bruins. Bruins now in full court pressure. Sorensen across the timeline, loses the dribble. Asa McCord has a 3-on-1 fast break. Over to Johnson, tried to dunk it, and they're going to say Wojtek Rusek got a hand on him.
You know, and that's a good foul, especially when you get caught on a 3-on-1 breakaway. That's kind of a situation there where you're a little bit more lenient with your players and allowing them to foul to try and stop that easy basket.
Other than that is the second on Wojtek. I agree with you completely,
right.
But yeah,
and they need to.
They can't afford to have,
especially this early, 15 minutes left in the first half. They got to stay away from that foul trouble.
Johnson misses the front end of the two shots.
They have another big Veljko Ilić out of Serbia, but he had a rough game yesterday. I think he finished with 4 fouls, and I don't know if he scored or not in that game, but if Wojtek isn't there and he fouls out or whatever may happen, if he's unable to produce, then they have to rely on Ilić down low.
Yeah, he had three fouls, no points, did Ilić.
It was a strong move down low. Who was that?
I missed it.
Thompson. Thompson was going all over the place. Couldn't connect on the basket, but was kind of dancing all over.
Foul's going to be on Dylan Sorensen for the Eagles. His first and fourth team foul already on the USU Eagles. Falsleff is going to check in. Anthony Condi has checked in. And Hafner has checked in for the Eagles. For the Bruins, looks like they still have their starting lineup out there. Justice Hill with the long three, and he gets his first bucket. And it's a 14-8 6-point lead for the Bruins. High post Falsleff, guarded by Hill. Back to Hafner. Hafner throws it away, intended for Falsleff. Back the other way, and they're going to wave this one off as Justice Hill tried to go to Lee on the wing. And they're going to call the foul on Justice Hill. His first, second team foul.
Well, they've got Spencer Johnson listed on there up on the board. I don't know what the call was there, but they maybe they'll change it because it came up 11 I don't know how they could give that foul on Johnson.
Yeah, he wasn't
change it
in
on
the
the
mix.
scoreboard.
Hafner, long three off the mark, no good. Out of bounds will stay for the Bruins. So James Lee has checked into the ball game. I said same starting lineup, but James Lee has checked in. And we've got a timeout taken. We'll take this opportunity for a timeout as well, even though it's just a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more action right after this.
There are things we do for each other. Not because we're told. Not because someone asked. Just because we're in this together. And it's the nice thing to do. Idaho Central Credit Union. Giving back is what membership is all about.
Welcome back. And the Bruins will have the ball here and the 6-point lead, 14-8. With 14:05 remaining. Inside James Lee, goes up, misses the shot, tips it up, and gets the second and third effort.
James Lee had one of the biggest monster dunks I have ever seen in that game against Snow College just a week ago. He picked up his dribble from the free throw line, two giant steps, and then threw it down one-handed. He's a very versatile athletic player for the Bruins, and he showed that there with the tip.
James Lee from Washington, D.C.
Shout out to my hometown there.
And we might see one here. No, he lays it in. I think he was on the wrong foot or something. That was a golden opportunity for a slam, but he just lays it up over the front of the rim. Posting up is Anthony Condi. And over the back is going to be Spencer Johnson gets called for the foul. That's his second. And we'll take this opportunity for a timeout as well. We'll be back with more action for you from the Region 18 men's basketball tournament on the campus of the College of Southern Idaho.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Your daily balance.
And welcome back to the campus of the College of Southern Idaho. The Eagles with the ball. Velko Elick has checked into the game. False left, penetrates and has the shot blocked by Ed Chang. I thought he was on the bench, but there is Ed Chang right there making his presence known very quickly. Checks in and immediately gets a block as false left went to the hoop. Condi launches the three from straight away, off the mark, and Velko Elick knocks it out of bounds. He says it's off Justice Hill, but they're going to keep it with the Bruins.
Velko's one of the more vocal players, I guess is how you would say it, on the court in terms of discussing with the referees.
J. Allen Tovar is now checked in for the Bruins as well.
It always reminds me of Karl Anthony Towns, kind of with that hyphenated last name, A.T., kind of the same build as well.
Hess is checked in and launches a shot. It's off the mark, no good, and the foul is going to be called on, I think, Ed Chang. Yes, Ed Chang gets the foul, his first.
Yeah, just kind of threw a shoulder into Condi and then wrapped his arms around and threw him to the ground.
Also in now for USU Eagles is Tanner Worrell. He loses it. And there's the two-hand slam by James Lee.
Oh, they got lucky there. He came on the swing around and hit Worrell in the face. Kind of fortunate there for Lee to not get called on a
hanging
technical,
on the rim.
yeah.
Well, USU just not taking care of the ball now as they turn it over. And Hafner's going to get called for the foul. That's the first on Hafner. And fifth team foul. So Teron Thompson checks back in and Falsleff comes out. And it will be James Lee to inbound on the baseline, I believe.
Oh, Papula.
Oh, Papula, thank you. Inbounds to James Lee. Now Papula gets it back to Tovar, launches the three, and it's good. J. Allen Tovar can and will shoot the three. 23-8. 15-point lead here in the first half. Condi looking inside, gets it to Elick. Outside to Hafner, launches the quick three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Papula, down quickly. And the lay-in by Adam Hess. Hess gets his first two. And the Bruins extend that lead. Condi looking inside. Elick a little bit frustrated. He was posting up. They didn't get him the ball. Elick sets a pick for Hafner, now to Thompson. And they're going to call the foul on Elick. Elick pleading his case,
Tovar,
but
yeah. Was that only his first person?
yeah,
Okay.
I know, kind of a surprise.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it was second or third.
James Lee out high, gets a pick from Ed Chang. In the corner to Hess. Hess makes a nice spin move. Around to Tovar to Chang. Chang never met a three he didn't like, and there it is. Ed Chang shoots it from the left wing, and now it's a 20-point lead with less than 10 minutes gone in the first half. Thompson had the three, didn't take it. Anthony Condi will. That's off the mark. I don't think that's really Anthony's shot.
No, he's been taking a couple of them too, and they're just not falling for Utah State Eastern.
Anthony playing very strong inside against Chang, and he is a great defensive player on the low block. And he posts up really well too. Three-point shot by Lee is off the mark, no good. And Avila pushes it up. Hafner back to Condi, to Teron. Now Avila. Elick knocks over Tovar and lays it in.
I don't know how a foul wasn't called either way on there, and that
or
was right
or
in
the
front
flop.
of right in front of the referee as Tovar is thrown to the ground. Yeah.
Or the flop. It's one of the two, and the rule is made that they should be calling something. I hope they get rid of it.
Make the referee's job a lot easier.
Penetration down low by Lee. He loses it out of bounds. Substitutions, Hill is going to check back in. And Matt Gray back in for the Bruins. Coach Kyle Taylor has a really tough job deciding how many minutes all of these very talented players are going to get for the Bruins.
Yeah, and with the championship game coming tomorrow, if they're able to pull out the victory here, they have to decide, especially if they're playing against the team. Both Snow College and CSI are both very deep as well on their bench, so kind of interesting to see how they split up the playing time.
Ed Chang, another three-pointer. This one off the dribble. And it's 31-10, a 21-point lead with 9 minutes to go. Chang gets the block on Avila. Hill straight away shoots the 15-footer, make it a 17-footer, and it's good. Justice Hill with 5 now.
There's still a little over 8 minutes left in the first half, but this might be the lowest scoring half for any team the entire season if they keep it up like this.
Eagles really struggling to get any momentum going offensively. Thompson, head and shoulder fake, penetrates, puts it off the glass, no good, but stays with it and gets the tip in for his first 2. Nice job by Teron Thompson. Hill out high, penetrates, puts up the shot high off the glass. It's good, and he draws the foul on Thompson.
High off the glass is right. Kind of got around Thompson there, threw it up high and got the friendly bounce, and draws the foul for a chance at the three-point play.
That was above the box, the painted box. It touched way above the box and dropped down through.
Yeah, if it was an inch higher, it probably would have gotten stuck between the backboard and the shot clock.
Well, that's why he's the player of the year of the Scenic West. And Justice Hill hits the free throw. He's got 8. Justice Hill from Little Rock, Arkansas, gives the Bruins their biggest lead of the game, a lead of 24, 36-12. Baseline jumper, off the mark by Avila. Ed Chang tries to save it, but loses it out of bounds. And it'll be Eagle ball underneath their own basket.
Kind of lucky there that that's some softer padding on the wall behind the basket.
Right.
It's not always the case in some of the arenas in this conference. So
Thompson gets it into Hafner. Now to Oliveira. Back to Thompson. Back to Hafner. Launches the 3. In and out. Rebound Condi. Condi backs in against Chang. Wisely passes it out to Thompson. To Avila. To Condi. Condi, another three-point shot on the way. This one is good. Anthony Condi gets his first points of the game. It's a 3, and it's 36-15.
I feel like the only player on offense for the Eagles who's showing any kind of intensity at this point right now is Condi. You mentioned his aggression on defense as well. Definitely showing some interest in trying to win this ball game despite the fact of being down by 21 in the first half.
What did they call there? They did something with the, I thought he said possession arrow, but I think they called a 3-second call on Matt Gray. So the Eagles a chance to cut into this deficit. Hafner in three-point territory. Hafner up high, guarded by Asa McCord. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Avila, nice penetration and lays it in. Avila with 7. Just beating the shot clock. Penetration by Papula. Throws it for Matt Gray, but Gray can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. So with 6:21 remaining in the first half, it's a 19-point lead for the Bruins. 36-17. We'll be back with more right after this.
Little Caesars Pizza in Nephi and Ephraim boasts the most cheese and the most common toppings at the nation's best prices. Family parties, work crews, office staff, or athletic teams all benefit when Little Caesars is asked to tame our hunger. From hot and ready to deep dish and everything in between, everybody wins with Little Caesars. Give Little Caesars Pizza a try today and you'll still be wearing a big old smile tomorrow. That's Little Caesars Pizza, 462 North Main in Ephraim and 1010 North Main in Nephi.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
And welcome back to the campus of the College of Southern Idaho. USU Eagles with the ball with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining first half, trailing 36-17. Avila loses the ball, gets it to Condi, and we're going to have a foul called on the Bruins. Not sure what it's called, 20?
30, number 30. That Dylan Belquist.
Oh.
That's the first time we've seen him.
Yeah, that's why I was having such a hard time figuring out who it was. So Belquist picks up his first, and I believe that's the 5th team foul on the Bruins. Condi in three-point territory, backs out of the corner, now drops it down low to Oliveira. Hafner straight away for three, just beats the shot clock. Hafner gets his first points. Matt Gray backs in, now passes out to Hill. Hill launches the three. Good. Justice Hill with 11 first half points. Got to pick your poison with Hill. If you back off him to protect against the dribble drive, he hits the three, and if you get up on him, he goes right past you. Christian Hafner hits back-to-back threes. He now has 6. 39-23, a little bit of life here for the Eagles. Hill into the corner. Matt Gray not afraid to shoot the three, way off the mark. Johnson with the rebound. His turnaround jump hook is off the mark, no good, and Belquist with the rebound. Now Hill an NBA three, no good. Matt Gray with the rebound. Double teamed, and he misses it. Good defense by Oliveira. Hafner launches another three off the mark. Asa McCord all the way to the baseline and puts it up and in.
It's a strong finish there, continuing that last step and then able to muscle it off of Sorensen and get the ball to fall.
Hill just reaches out and fouls, and he's going straight off the court. He's headed into the locker room. So the first on Hill. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, you wonder if
Hill just reached out and fouled because he knew he needed to get off the court.
Something.
And he went right past the bench and behind into the locker room.
Yeah, you hope it's just a quick bathroom trip or something. I mean, he definitely felt something.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was limping or anything.
Intentional foul, and hopefully he's doing all right.
Nobody from the Salt Lake bench went to find out. So, strange situation. Down low, Anthony Condi. This is where I like Anthony. Jump hook, turn around, and no good. Rebound, Oliveira, but he loses it. And here comes James Lee. Nice stutter step, and then knocks over Dylan Sorensen. So James Lee picks up foul number 1 for him. 7th team foul. And the Eagles will have the ball in backcourt. Full court pressure, a little, token pressure here by the Bruins. Thompson out high, guarded by Papula.
Looks like Hill's at least returned to the arena, sitting there behind the bench.
Nice head and shoulder fake by Dylan Sorensen. And then he hits the 15-footer. That's his first 2. After scoring 13 yesterday.
I like that term, head and shoulder fake. We should get a Head and Shoulders on the sponsor for that one.
Hess launches the 3, way off the mark. Rebound Oliveira. 41-25. Shot by Sorensen on the way, no good, but the foul is going to be called by the referee, and it's going to go on Christian Papula. That's his second. And the 8th team foul. So at the free throw line will be Sorensen to shoot 2. Free throw is good. Sorensen now with 3. Yeah, very strange that Hill's behind the bench. He's not even up on the bench.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get some more information at the half.
Sorensen hits both free throws. He has 4. Of course, with a 14-point lead, you don't necessarily need the best player in the conference, I guess. Lee, 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Rebound, Oliveira. USU's going to push it up the floor. Thompson into the corner, Sorensen. Now to Hafner. That is just an ill-advised pass by Thompson trying to go inside to Oliveira. Papula comes back the other way and gets the layup and draws the foul. That's the first 2 for Papula. And the foul is going to be called on Thompson. His second. 6th team foul? Nope, 7th team foul.
It's a good job there from Papula as he went left and noticed that Thompson was there and pulled it around on the other side and laid it up and in.
So at the free throw line will be Christian Papula to shoot 1 after the basket is good. Well, Hill has now moved off from behind the bench back up to the bench with everybody else. And Papula hits the free throw. He's got 3. Avila crosses the timeline with the left-handed dribble. Now goes to Falsleff. Back to Avila. Avila guarded by Lee. Penetrates, goes in strong with the right hand or the left hand. Not good, but they're going to call the foul before, and that's going to be on James Lee, his second. And at the free throw line will be Avila to shoot 1 plus the bonus. And Hill is back in. So there's good news for the Bruins. So Justice Hill back into the ball game. And J. Allen Tovar back into the ball game as well. And Avila hits the free throw. He's got 8. He leads the Eagles in scoring. Second free throw off the mark, no good, and the rebound, Ed Chang. Hill penetrates and loses it. Dylan Sorensen with it. Over to Avila. Avila puts up the circus shot, no good, and Ed Chang didn't get the block, but you could tell that Avila was thinking about him. Tovar misses the layup on the other end. Eagles going to try it again. This time they're going to take a 3 out of the corner with Falsleff, and he hits it. Peyton Falsleff, his first bucket. And the Bruins are going to take a timeout. 44-31, a 13-point lead for the Bruins. They led by over 20 in the first half here. 1:44 to go. We'll take this opportunity for a timeout. A word from our sponsors. We'll be back after this.
When your family comes to visit, does your internet seem to slow down? All those extra devices can chew up your bandwidth in a hurry, making your internet seem sluggish. Give your internet a boost with the Family Up plan from MTCC and make everyone happy. For a small fee, Family Up plans temporarily increase your internet speed while your family is here and go back to normal when they leave. Now everyone will love coming to your house even more. For more information and pricing, give MTCC a call today at 835-2929 or visit us at manti.com.
There are things we do for each other. Not because we're told. Not because someone asked. Just because we're in this together. And it's the nice thing to do. Idaho Central Credit Union. Giving back is what membership is all about.
Welcome back to the broadcast, the Region 18 men's basketball tournament. Lee is going to draw the foul on Sorensen. Oh, Falslip gets called for the foul. So at the free throw line is going to be James Lee to shoot 2, or 1 and 1, 1 plus the bonus. Very balanced scoring for the Bruins. Justice Hill has 11, 6 for Lee and 6 for Chang. Lee now has 7 after he hits the free throw. 5 for Matt Gray, 5 for Asa McCord, 3 for Papula, 4 for Spencer Johnson, 2 for Hess, 3 for J. Allen Tovar. Both free throws good by James Lee. And it's back to a 15-point lead, 46-31. So the key is if you can keep Justice Hill off the floor, you can chip away and maybe make a run. USU throws it away. And it'll be Justice Hill across the timeline with the left-handed dribble, guarded out high by Avila. Now to Lee. Gets a pick by J. Allen Tovar. Into the corner, Ed Chang shoots the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Falslip. Falslip goes strong, puts the shot up off the baseline, no good. Tapped out of bounds by Oliveira.
Oliveira sporting the green and yellow Brazilian flag socks there.
Oh, we ought to mention, too, we talked about some of the foreign players for USU Eastern. Apparently his parents have flown in from Brazil.
Quite the flight.
Yes, and they are here to support their son. Foul is going to be on, this time on Sorensen. Yes, his second. And the 10th team foul, so the Bruins will shoot 2 for the final 40 seconds here. Free throw is good by Hill. Hill now with 12. So Oliveira from Franca, Brazil, and his parents here supporting him. Good deal. I notice you're not saying anything in Portuguese, though.
I do not speak Portuguese, unfortunately, Gary, just French. Falo português. That's about it. That's the extent.
USU Eastern, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hafner a long 3, and it's good. Christian Hafner, 9 first half points, and he leads the Eagles on 3 threes. And now the Bruins will take the last shot here. 7 seconds on the game clock. James Lee looks to penetrate. Triple team. Goes to Ed Chang, who launches the 3. No good. So at the half, it's 47-34 for the Bruins with the lead. We'll take this opportunity for some highlights during halftime and a few words from our sponsors as well. We'll come back once we get some stats and take a look at those for you.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use, keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
My mom told me to not take a class before 8 a.m. my first semester. Mom told me the library was the best place to study. Mom told me to get involved on campus. My mom told me that Snow College was the best place to start. And don't tell my mom this, but she was right. Coming to Snow College was the best decision I've ever made.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. That's snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the world safely in my hands. Oh.
With a 3% cash bonus on balance transfers, a Mountain America Rewards credit card can put the whole world in your hands. Imagine the memories you'll make with a same-day cash bonus and rewards like event tickets and travel rebates. It's easy to transfer a balance through our mobile app or at a branch. Get your 3% cash bonus today.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richfield. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Main here in Richfield, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
And welcome back to the campus of the College of Southern Idaho. Gary Chedester along with Jacob Habel taking a look at individual scoring. First off, for the Eagles of USU Eastern, they were led by Christian Hafner with 9 first-half points on 3 three-pointers. Donoval Avila Jr. with 8 points. And then it's spread around quite evenly with Dylan Sorensen with 4. 3 for Peyton Falsleft, 3 for Anthony Condi, 3 for Wojtek Rusek. 2 points for Teron Thompson and 2 points for Velko Elick. Taking a look at the Bruins, they were led by Justice Hill. He leads all scorers with 12 first-half points. 8 points for James Lee off the bench for the Bruins. 6 points for Ed Chang off the bench as he hit 2 three-pointers. 5 for Asa McCord, 5 for Matt Gray. 4 points for Spencer Johnson. 3 points for J. Allen Tovar off the bench, and 3 points for Christian Popula and Adam Hess off the bench for 2 for the Bruins. What jumps out at you, team stats?
Salt Lake Community College finished the first half 17 of 34 from the field. That's a 50% shooting percentage. They led the conference throughout the regular season in field goal percentage, shooting at 48%. And we're also the number 1 scoring offense, averaging 86 points per game. So their offense in full effect in that first half. The distribution of the ball. The only player who had minutes in that first half who didn't score for Salt Lake was nobody, actually. Looking at their team stats right now, there's nobody.
Belquist. Did Belquist
except
score?
For perhaps Belquist. They gave him a point on here. I don't remember him shooting a free throw. So if we look at our stats, which I think are a little bit more accurate. I think Belquest is the only one who doesn't have any points for the Bruins who have minutes in this game, and so very compatible there on offense from all members of the team. They also have 18 points in the paint compared to just 8 for Utah State Eastern. A lot of those coming from penetration drives from the guards and wings. So we haven't really seen a very powerful big man matchup at all. That's kind of something that I kind of expected almost from Ed Chang and Velko Ilic and Wojtek Ruzik from Utah State Eastern, kind of that matchup there, but it hasn't really been an issue at all. We've seen a lot more mid-range and three-point shots. And for the bench, Utah State Eastern has 17 points off the bench, so the starters and the bench both scoring 17 points, whereas the bench for Salt Lake has almost 20, and then 27 for the starters. So, again, that distribution has been in full force.
Both teams taking 15 three-pointers here in the first half. USU Eastern with one extra make over Salt Lake. But I've been a bit surprised how many three-point shots that they've taken, and they really haven't tried to get the ball inside all that much to Oliveira, who had a good game yesterday, but we haven't seen much action inside for him today. Oliveira yesterday had 20 points, 8 in the first half, 12 in the second half. Has yet to score in this matchup.
And he was voted to the All-Region first team, so he's their best player throughout the regular season. And you're right, we haven't seen anybody try to create some penetration space and then dish it off to him down low. We really haven't seen it at all.
So kind of something maybe to look for the Eagles here in the second half. And they are back out warming up. The Bruins still in the locker room. Let's take an opportunity for another timeout. Word from our sponsors, maybe some highlights as well. And we'll be back with more after this.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business, a division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC.
In life, winning comes in many forms, many shapes and sizes. At Idaho Central Credit Union, we celebrate the moments that matter to you. Because when you win, Idaho wins. Idaho Central Credit Union, loyal fans of life's wins.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Benjamin Franklin must have had dental and oral health in mind when he said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Douglas Dentistry offers many preventive dental treatment options, including checkups and cleanings for the whole family. Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Let us care for all your family's dental health.
Douglas Dentistry is located in Ephraim at 41 West, 700 South, across from Los Amigos. Ask about our in-house dental benefit program for those without insurance.
Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. And remember, prevention is the best medicine.
When it comes to building that new home or office building you've been dreaming about, look no further. We'll sit down with you, assess your needs, offer the best financial guidance for your situation, and construct the perfect loan for you. We're an equal housing lender. Utah Heritage Credit Union. Together we grow. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
Little Caesars Pizza in Nephi and Ephraim boasts the most cheese and the most common toppings at the nation's best prices. Family parties, work crews, office staff, or athletic teams all benefit when Little Caesars is asked to tame our hunger. From hot and ready to deep dish and everything in between, everybody wins with Little Caesars. Give Little Caesars Pizza a try today, and you'll still be wearing a big old smile tomorrow. That's Little Caesars Pizza, 462 North Main in Ephraim and 1010 North Main in Nephi.
When your family comes to visit, does your internet seem to slow down? All those extra devices can chew up your bandwidth in a hurry, making your internet seem sluggish. Give your internet a boost with the Family Up plan from MTCC and make everyone happy. For a small fee, Family Up plans temporarily increase your internet speed while your family is here and go back to normal when they leave. Now everyone will love coming to your house even more. For more information and pricing, give MTCC a call today at 835-2929 or visit us at manti.com.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
And welcome back as we start the second half. The Eagles with the ball. And the Bruins have gone to a zone defense here. Thompson fakes the three. Around to Avila. He'll take the three. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound is going to be chased down by Hill. Hill to the right wing. Now to Gray. Gets it back again. McCord launches the three over the zone. No good. And Johnson tries to save it. They say he was standing out of bounds, so it gives it back to the Eagles. And Avila will bring it up.
Asa McCord was voted to the All-Region first team from the regular season. He's only got 5 points in the first half, and kind of expected him to be a little bit more effective on this Bruin defense. He really hasn't touched the ball a whole lot either.
He hasn't. Dylan Sorensen picks up where he left off in the first half. He hits the three. Penetration by Papula. Shot on the way by McCord. Off the mark, no good. And now the Eagles with the ball. Sorensen launches another three. This one off the front of the iron. He tries to get the rebound. Good box off by Matt Gray. Hill just loses the ball. Teron Thompson with it. Puts up the circus shot against Gray. No good. And Hill back the other way. Both teams come out in the second half with a zone defense. Don't see a lot of zones in the Scenic West, but both teams running it now. Shot out of the corner is off the mark. And the Eagles a chance to get it back to single digits. No, an offensive foul on Teron Thompson. That's his third. And the first team foul here in the second half.
And for viewers at home, you have the opportunity to see that replay.
Don't like that at all.
Looked like you kind of kept walking back there.
Yeah, watching the replay, I think I would have gone the other way with the call.
That is the benefit that we do have with the replay. Unfortunately for the referees, they don't get that opportunity. But they are a lot closer.
Right, unless he saw him maybe lower the shoulder or something, but it looked like the Bruin player kind of stepped in on that one. 47-37, a 10-point lead for the Bruins. Hess is checked in. Down low to Matt Gray, backs in on Oliveira. Nice move, but couldn't come up with any points. Nice penetration by Donoval Avila, and Avila now into double figures. He has 10.
It's a good finish there from Avila, being able to put his body in between the ball and the defender to get that nice little flick over the top.
Papula with the penetration. Foul is going to be called on Avila, his second team foul on the Eagles. So an 8-point deficit right now for the Eagles. This is as close as they've been for a long time, since very early in the first half. Hess comes off the screen, shoots the three, off the mark, no good, and the rebound, Thompson. Foul is going to be on Asa McCord, his first. First team foul on the Bruins.
Looked like he made a little bit of contact there with Thompson. It didn't look like it was much.
Yeah, I think you could have gone with a no call there. Didn't have an impact on Avila coming up with the rebound. So I understand Asa McCord's reaction to that. Sorensen, nice stutter step out beyond the three-point line. Passes it to Vera, and he can't finish. What a tough break. Hess to Gray. To Popula. Johnson elevates and shoots the three off the mark. Tipped out. Johnson gets it back again. Penetrates and draws the foul on Oliveira, it looks like. Yes. Oliveira, that's his first. Third team foul on the Eagles. So Johnson at the free throw line to shoot two. First one is good. Fifth point for Johnson. A reminder coming up, we have games this evening at 5:30 and 7:30. It'll be CSI women taking on USU Eastern women, the 2 and 3 seeds. And then the 2 and 3 seeds in the men's bracket as well. That'll be Snow College and the College of Southern Idaho. Second free throw is no good by Johnson. Thompson to Avila. Thompson eyed the three, didn't take it. Couple of dribbles and looks for help. 3 seconds on the shot clock, now to 2, and Avila will shoot the three. No, he didn't get it off in time. Either way, it was short. I like USU being deliberate and running the offense, but you got to get something a little bit earlier in the shot clock.
Yeah, you've got 30 seconds to create something, not 31.
Well, and even then they settled for probably not the best shot.
Yeah.
Looks like USU has gone back to man-to-man defense. Shot off the mark, and Rusek with the rebound. A lot of movement for USU. Hafner travels.
A lot of passing going from Utah State Eastern, and it looks like everyone's trying to create something else for a teammate, but nobody's
ready to take
the
the shot. You're right. James Lee has checked in, and Ed Chang in for the Bruins. Popula penetrates, hands it off to Hess. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and the Bruins will reset. Penetration by McCord. He comes up short. Eagles back the other way. Chang with the block. And again, a lot of contact and no foul called as Chang came down on top of Thompson.
Yeah, they kind of got caught up with each other.
Let's take a we just missed the action.
Sorry.
It's all right.
But it looked like perhaps because Chang went up for the block.
And it was a
got
clean
it
block
off the backboard. And it looked like, what was it, Thompson cutting underneath?
Well, I think it was Thompson's momentum that brought him underneath him.
So perhaps why there was a no call there, as they just
be.
kind of ran into each other.
Matt Gray back in, and Ed Chang goes out. was a great block by Chang. He was up high and pinned it against the bank board. Hafner off the screen, shoots the three. Rebound, James Lee. To Popula. Fakes left, goes right. Cut off there by Rusek. Down low, nice move by James Lee to get it up and over Oliveira. Lee becomes the second Bruin in double figures. He has 10. Down low, Oliveira. Bruins looking to double team him. Maybe that's why he hasn't scored a lot of points. Make that any. Thompson fakes the three, down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hafner launches the three and hits it.
Hafner really likes that catch and shoot, and especially with the shot clock at 3 seconds, he kind of had to at that point.
He is a good catch and shoot. Popula shoots the shot off the mark and rebound Hafner. Hafner shoots the three off the dribble, and he can feel it now. Hafner with 15, all from behind the three-point line.
And just like that, the lead cut down to 5 now.
Wow. And the Bruins are going to take a timeout right here. And it's going to turn into a full timeout because of the media timeout. So we'll take the timeout as well. Eagles have battled back. They only trail by 5, 50-45 with 13:24 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
The Region 18 men's basketball tournament. Gary Chedister and Jacob Habel with you. Inside Matt Gray, guarded by Gabriel Oliveira. Backs in, gets Oliveira in the air. Goes up for the shot, draws the foul. Oliveira, foul number 2. And the 4th team foul, I believe. Yes. So Matt Gray at the free throw line. Matt Gray with 5 points, all in the first half, has not scored here in the second. And he will shoot 2. First free throw is on the way and no good. So out there right now for Utah State Eastern, Hafner, Avila, Wojtek, Gabriel, and Tehran. For the Bruins, James Lee, Spencer Johnson, Matt Gray, Ed Chang, and Justice Hill. USU had a couple of great looks and couldn't come up with a bucket. Hafner penetrates, throws it out high for Tehran. Skip past Rusek. Rusek goes against Ed Chang, loses it, gets it back again to Hafner. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And the foul is going to be called first. It's going to be on Spencer Johnson. That's his 3rd. Second team foul on the Bruins. That kind of bails the Bruins out here. They should get a 20-second shot clock, shouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd think after
after the foul. Yeah, it should go to 20, I believe.
Looks like they're gonna fix it. If it stayed at 3, that's a really good tactic then, right? You foul.
Oh yeah,
and you keep the shot clock.
Somebody going to the hoop, you foul them and reset. Okay, I had that. I think we're okay. But the shot clock was what I was looking at.
Yeah,
but
they've reset that to 20.
They have reset that to 20 now. So Thompson will inbound for the Eagles. Hafner comes off the screen. They lob out high to Oliveira. To Thompson. Nice stutter step by Thompson. Tried to dunk it and came up a little bit short. Back the other way, Lee with the finger roll. Lee with 12. What a tough break for the Eagles. They had a chance to cut the lead, and it turns into basically a 4-point play. The 2 you missed and the 2 you give up on the other end.
And you can't get any closer to scoring than Thompson did on that dunk attempt.
Lee steals it away from Oliveira, but then throws it away, intended for Johnson. Velko Elick, Anthony Condi, and Tanner Worrell going to check in for the Eagles. We haven't seen Falsleff at all here in the second half. USU, a very young team. Wojtek Rusek and Anthony Condi, the only sophomores on this team. And now we're going to have Elick with the foul. That's only his second, but it is a turnover, and the Eagles can ill afford to have any turnovers. Trailing by 8. There's Falsleff checking in. Justice Hill to Chang. Back to Hill. Johnson elevates and shoots the jumper off the mark, no good, and Anthony Condi with the rebound. Anthony Condi, just a reminder of how old I am. When his dad coached at Snow College, he was just a young boy. Elick gets the bucket and draws the foul. Johnson with 4 fouls.
Very uncharacteristic from Johnson, getting into foul trouble still with 11 minutes left in the game. Don't really see him getting in that mix very much, drawing 4 fouls. Or excuse me, being called on 4 fouls.
Yeah. So Elick at the free throw line to shoot and try to convert the 3-point play here. Free throw is a frozen rope that goes in. He's got 5.
That lead back down to 5.
Yep.
See if they can get over that hump, though. It's one thing to come within 5, but it's another thing to tie it up.
Ed Chang, 3-pointer off the mark. And Elick with the rebound. Worrell to Hafner. Fakes the 3. Down low to Elick. Had to recover the errant pass and took him off the low block. Now hands to Hafner. Hafner, again, low pass for Elick. Elick clears out Ed Chang and lays it in. I thought he could have been called for a foul there as he just cleared Ed Chang out of the way.
And kind of extended that elbow there, but
I don't envy anybody that has to try to play defense on Elick down
no,
low.
Absolutely not. Or has to try to play offense on Ed Chang.
Yeah, exactly. J. Allen Tovar into the ball game. He's tied up, and they're going to call a jump ball. Good defense by Falsleft to get down low.
That kind of frustrated Tovar there.
53-50. USU Eagles have quietly got this back to just a 3-point deficit.
And Salt Lake has played close games before. The last game of the regular season against Snow College, they had a 1-point victory. And so, but other than that game, you know, they haven't really been in any tight matchups where their perfect record has been threatened. So we'll see how they deal with that adversity here towards the end of the second half.
Adam Hess is going to check in, and Chang comes out. So Justice Hill will inbound on the baseline. You got Justice Hill, Adam Hess, Asa McCord, Matt Gray, and Christian Popula. Into Matt Gray, misses the bunny, and Asa McCord there to clean things up. McCord with 7. 55-50, back to a 5-point lead. Inside Elick. Backs in against Gray. Nice spin move and lays it in. Great move by the big guy. He's got 9, 7 here in the second half.
Started to let his game talk a little bit more for him than his mouth from the first half. Part of the reason why they're only down by 3, though, with that 7 points in the second half.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Popula over to Gray for the layup. Matt Gray with 7.
You can hear Coach Taylor yelling at his players, hey, we need to stop now because we can keep exchanging possessions and scores like this, but if we can't get a stop, it doesn't matter.
Elick missed the jump hook. Worrell ends up with the loose ball and hits the jumper. Tanner Worrell, his first points. 57-54. USU Eastern hanging close here with just under 9 minutes to go. Asa McCord down into the corner, looks inside for Gray. Gray guarded by Anthony Condi. Mismatch. But Gray dribbles out. Now to Asa McCord. Nice scoop pass to Matt Gray. Nice job by Asa McCord. Foul is going to be on Elick. That's his 3rd. And the 5th team foul. 6th team foul make it. Gray's first free throw is good. Matt Gray with 8. And it's a 4-point lead for the Bruins. Second free throw off the mark, no good. Rebound, Elick. And then he's going to be fouled. No, they call a jump. Okay.
And Hafner's got to keep Illich away from the referee there. He's heated after that call. I would be too.
I would have called a jump the first time they were tied up.
Yep.
But then Elick pulled it away, and then Hafner or Asa reached in and got the second one. I would have called that one a foul, but that's why I'm up here saying what I would do. And they're down there getting paid for what they're doing.
Salt Lake running the full court press now.
Hafner gets across the timeline. Looks for help. False left. Salt Lake has definitely picked up the pressure here defensively. I think they were getting a little bit lax, and that's what allowed USU back into it. Elick misses the jump hook from the baseline. Tough angle. Kind of went a little too far down to the baseline to shoot that.
He put Illich on skates.
So J. Allen Tovar is going to get called for basket interference, and they wave off the basket.
Fortunate there for the Eagles, but I mean that jab step from, who was that from? Justice Hill had Illich flying backwards.
He was going backwards. So the Bruins trying to pick up the pressure defensively here.
I wonder if perhaps a big part of the reason why the Eagles have climbed back is they went to that zone defense in the second half, and that's when the Eagles started coming back. They've now moved back to man-to-man.
Worrell launches the three off the mark, no good. In the corner, Adam Hess. Off the mark. Foul is going to be on Anthony Condi, his first.
Yeah, and if he turns himself around and boxes out, then there's not going to be a foul call, but he kind of threw his elbows and faced him face-to-face instead of turning around, and that's why the foul called there.
So Asa McCord will shoot one plus the bonus for the Bruins. Free throw is on the way and good. Asa with 8. It's hard to stop every Bruin from scoring. They've got so many weapons. McCord 1 out of 2. Somebody moved too early, so Asa will get another. So Asa sets. And this time he gets the second free throw. He has 9. And still full court pressure. Condi gets it across the timeline and sets up the offense. Guarded by Asa McCord. And then Asa McCord reaches in and he's going to get called for the foul. Referee kind of staring him down too, wondering if he's going to keep yakking to get a technical. 4th team foul on the Bruins. And USU will inbound.
As we approach the last minutes of the half, Bruins have to be really careful not to send it to the bonus. They don't want to give an opportunity for the Eagles to climb back by shooting free throws.
Falslev shoots the jumper from the elbow. Comes off the mark, and the Bruins with the rebound. Into the corner, Hess. Down low, McCord. Beautiful pass to Popula. And Popula gets the layup. His first points of the second half. And timeout is going to be taken. Just under 7 minutes to go. And just like that, the Bruins have extended this back out to an 8-point lead, 62-54. We'll be back after this.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. Gary Chedester and Jacob Habel with you. You're pointing at the screen like you can't say something?
No, I definitely can say something. I didn't want to step on your toes, though. I didn't know if you were going to come in.
USU Eastern with the ball, trailing by 8. 7 minutes remaining, just a little under 7. Worrell out high, guarded by Hill, gives it back to Thompson, and Thompson will get it across the timeline and set up the offense. Hafner comes off the screen, looks down low, Illich backs in, puts up the jump hook off the glass. Good. Velko with 11 points, 9 here in the second half. 3-point shot by Hess is the answer. Hess with 5. You can't exchange 2 for 3 and get back into this game. 65-56. And we have a palindrome at 6 minutes remaining. Out of bounds off the Bruins, and the Eagles will get it back once again. James Lee checks in, and Christian Papula goes out. Haven't seen Dylan Sorensen for a long time. He has 7 in the game. And he's kind of stretching behind the bench, so maybe he's got some problems. Velko again with the jump hook. He's got 13. People hanging all over him, and he goes up.
Yeah, he's been
and
lethal.
hits the shot.
Absolutely lethal.
Almost stolen, but Hess gets the behind-the-back pass from Hill, then misses the 3. I've never heard of that. A bench decorum warning. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, that's what they called it.
A bench decorum warning.
And I wonder if it has anything to do with how far onto the court Taylor's been coming on. You know, they're a little bit lenient in allowing coaches to voice their opinion after certain calls, but perhaps just taking a few feet too close to the referee on that one.
Thompson way out high, dribbling between his legs. Now cross-court pass to Worrell, and Worrell jab step and then travels. Wojtek Rusek has been on the bench a long time. We haven't seen Avila. We haven't seen Oliveira. For quite some time.
And they haven't really needed Oliveira with Illich stepping up.
Oh, yeah.
But
the only thing I could think of, both of them on the floor at the same time.
Right. If you have both of them, it's hard to defend that.
Rebound Asa McCord after the missed shot by James Lee. USU Eastern in a 2-3 zone. Ed Chang high post, skips it into the corner for Hess. Hess 3, off the mark, no good. Long rebound Lee, a lot of contact, no foul. And now was that Hess? Or
I'll give that one to Illich, I think.
Well, I mean, Hess is going to the free throw line. So Velko with foul number 4. 8th team foul, and at the free throw line is Hess to shoot 2. Hess's free throw, good. He's got 6. And it's back to an 8-point lead, 66-58. Now you've got Oliveira back into the ball game. Illich did a great job. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything else. He did pick up 3 fouls here in the second half, but he's also scored 11 points in the second half.
Yeah, one of his better performances that at least that we've seen for Velko.
Hess hits both free throws, 67-58, a 9-point lead. Avila didn't take the 3. And USU Eastern will reset. Avila out high, guarded by Asa McCord. Now to Hafner. Hafner penetrates, throws up the circus shot to try to beat the buzzer. And the Bruins with the rebound. Lee with the finger roll. They're going to call a foul first. Foul is going to be on Hafner, his second. 9th team foul.
And Lee had nobody there. Took it himself and drew the foul, but he had 5 different Eagle defenders around him, and part of the reason why he drew that foul.
So Lee at the free throw line to shoot free throw, and it's good. He's got 13. He now leads all the Bruins in scoring as he just passed Justice Hill, who has yet to score here in the second half.
And that lead back up to double digits now at 10.
USU Eastern mistimed the rebound, and the Bruins come up with it. They stop the action. Well, they had problems with the shot clock, so they reset it to 14 and then give the Bruins back the ball. Papula way out high to Lee, back to Papula. Papula penetrates, tries to bounce it down low to Chang, but it goes off one of the Eagles' legs. And Wojtek will check in. Anthony Condi comes out. Papula down low, turnaround jumper, good. Papula with 7 points, 3 in the first half, 4 in the second half. And it's a 12-point lead. Avila misses the layup, but Oliveira there to follow his first 2 of the game. 70-60, a 10-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go, and the Bruins going to run a lot of shot clock here. Papula way out high, dribbling between the legs, guarded by Thompson, but not close enough to start a 5-second count. And they start the offense with 10 seconds, and Papula takes it in with the left-hand layup. Papula was the only player that touched the ball that entire possession.
And he ran the clock all the way down.
And came up with points. Hafner loses the ball, ahead quickly to Johnson. Johnson with the layup. And timeout is going to be taken by USU Eastern. This was a one-time
3 points, I believe.
Three-point deficit.
Down to 3-point deficit.
Got it down to 3, and now it's back up to 14 again. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back after this.
It's the end of a good day's work in Idaho. Time to punch out. Time to check in and catch up. Time to remind ourselves that what we work for isn't a paycheck. It's to make the good things we have even better. So here's to your good day's work. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe money is a thing. It's not everything.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. Gary Chevester and Jacob Habel with you, and a reminder that we will have 2 games this evening as well, as the 2-3 seeds in both the women's bracket and the men's bracket will face off. It'll be the USU Eastern Eagles taking on CSI in the women's bracket at 5:30, and we'll have that stream for you. And then the Snow College Badgers, the number 2 seed, will take on CSI in the men's bracket at 7:30, and we'll have that stream for you as well. USU with the turnover. And the great dunk by Tehran.
Yeah, he felt that one coming. He kind of missed that first dunk attempt
in the
when
first
it rattled
half,
off
yeah.
the rim, and finally able to finish it off from that one.
Hill penetrates, goes to Ed Chang. Ed Chang in trouble. Goes up again and has it knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Oliveira and Wojtek Rusek. And the Bruins will inbound on the baseline with 15 seconds on the shot clock. We're at 2 minutes remaining in the game. And it's a 12-point lead for the Bruins of Salt Lake Community College. Ed Chang steps back, shoots the 3, and hits it.
How do you guard a
You
big
don't.
man like that. How tall is he? 6'9", 6'10"? And he's shooting a three-pointer like that. You can't. 6'8", 6'9" in shoes.
I guarantee his wingspan is much more than that.
How do you guard that, though?
He's got some long arms. I'll bet his wingspan is 7 foot, easy. Wojtek Rusek against Spencer Johnson. Johnson attempts the pass to Asa McCord, but it goes out of bounds. Asa with 9 points, 5 in the first half, 4 in the second half. Justice Hill with 12, all in the first half. Christian Pupula with 9, 3 and 6. Spencer Johnson with 7. Oliveira misses. Unbelievable. But he hustles and gets the rebound back, but then they call him for the foul. Oliveira with 3 points, or 3 fouls, 4 points. And Asa McCord will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. As the Bruins in the double bonus here for the final minute and 8. Very, very balanced scoring for the Bruins. All the way across the board, everybody that's gotten into the game. Asa uncharacteristically misses the free throw as he has a chance to get into double figures. Timeout is going to be taken by the Eagles. We'll take a timeout as well with 1:08 remaining. 77-64, a 13-point lead for the Bruins. We'll be back after this.
There are things we do for each other. Not because we're told. Not because someone asked. Just because we're in this together. And it's the nice thing to do. Idaho Central Credit Union. Giving back is what membership is all about.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho and the Region 18 men's basketball tournament. Gary Chedester and Jacob Habel covering the action here as the number 1 seed Bruins of Salt Lake Community College lead the number 4 seed USU Eagles by a score of 77-64 and 1:08 remaining. Asa McCord at the free throw line, chance to get in double figures and does, as he now has 10.
We were wondering how the Bruins were going to react to the Eagles making that run and bring the deficit to within 3, and I guess they've given us the answer here. You know, with that Rusek 3, still a 11-point lead for Salt Lake, so they were able to kind of take control of the game despite Utah State Eastern trying to claw back.
Boy, the Eagles had their hands on a steal. That would have really changed the complexion here of the last minute anyway. But the Bruins come up with the loose ball, and Ed Chang will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ed, I wonder if he could ask him if he could step back, because Ed Chang has 9 points, all of them behind the three-point line. And he misses both free throws. Maybe that's how you defend Ed. Nice penetration by Donovan Avila Jr., and he gets the bucket and draws the foul. So Justice Hill picks up foul number 2. That is only the 5th team foul. And the Bruins are going to take a timeout. 78-69, a 9-point deficit now with 45 seconds remaining. We'll be back after a word from sponsors or some highlights. Your choice. Welcome back to the College of Southern Idaho. At the free throw line, Donoval Avila Jr., a chance to convert on the three-point play the old-fashioned way, as he will shoot one. And a chance to cut this lead to 8. He does. Avila with 13 points. And it's an 8-point deficit for the Eagles. Bruins on the attack. Johnson tries to hammer dunk it and misses it. And Utah State shoots the 3. Off the mark. Rebound Wojtek Rusek to Hafner to Thompson. Shoots off the mark. Off the leg of a Bruin, out of bounds. So the bad news for the Bruins is they missed a bucket.
It would have been the dagger.
It would have been a dagger. But the good news is Utah State can't hit a shot either. And a lot of time runs off the clock in essence. So another timeout taken by Ray Jones Jr. And we'll take a timeout as well with 22 seconds remaining. 78-70, we'll be back.
.22 seconds left in the game, and unless you have 2 4-point plays, you can't really. I don't know.
It's going to be tough.
It's a little tough for Utah State Eastern, especially when you throw away the ball like that.
Asa McCord goes in strong and lays it in. Asa McCord with 12. Thompson loses it, and the Bruins will run the clock out here. So the final score, 80-70. The Bruins will advance to take on the winner between the number 2 seed Snow College and the number 3 seed Golden Eagles of the College of Southern Idaho. We'll have both of the games this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, live streamed on the Snow TV or Snow Badger TV YouTube channel. We will have those for you. And we invite you to join us for that. And from here at the College of Southern Idaho, thanks for joining us for Region 18 men's basketball action. For Sarah Schoenfeld, Joe Williams, and Jacob Habel, I'm Gary Chedister. You've been watching live coverage of the Region 18 men's basketball tournament on Snow TV. This broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors, the College of Southern Idaho, and Snow TV. Check youtube.com/SnowBadgerTV for the schedule of more sports action coming soon.